Hey, hello again, boys and girls. Still on our multiplication topic, which we are almost finished. We will come back to this later on in year one, but we're going to move on because we don't want to stick in the same thing over and over again. Okay, so, and just another way of showing you, yesterday we showed multiplication on a number line, showing that the jumps can match the picture of how many objects we have. Today we're looking at another way of understanding it, multiplication as repeated addition, because multiplication is just adding the same number over and over again. So let's have a look at the first example. So we have each boy is wearing 2 shoes and there are 4 boys. So this boy has 2, this boy has 2, this boy has 2, and this boy has 2. So we have 4 sets of 2, 2, 2, 2, and 2. So what they have written on the screen is, let's add the shoes. 2, add 2, add 2, add 2. And there are 4 number 2s because we have 4 sets of 2. And that all together makes 2 add 2 add 2 add 2 equals 8. Or 4 sets of 2 makes 8. Let's see how they've written that. Now it says, how many times do you see the number 2? We see it 4 times. That's why we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 of them. But they want to know, how do you write the multiplication sentence? So it says 4 times 2 equals 8. 4 multiplied. It looks like an X. So I'm going to say 4, because I have 1, 2, 3, 4 sets, times 2 equals 8. 4 sets of 2 makes 8. That's all that means, okay? So let's get rid of that one. Okay, let's try another one. This is tricky stuff. This is about as tricky as it gets in year one, so we really need to concentrate. Okay, next one. Now let's look at our picture. Each monkey has 2 bananas and there are 6 monkeys. So 2 for you, 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 and 2 for you. Now I know how to count in twos. I can easily just count up how many bananas I've got. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. But that's not the tricky bit. The tricky bit is writing it as a sentence. So I'm not going to click to reveal. I'm going to write it myself. So if I was writing it as a repeated addition sentence, I would say I've got 2 for him. So I've got 2 add 2 add 2 add his 2 add his 2 add his 2 equals, and I'm going to check that I have 1 set of 2 for each monkey. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How many is that all together? Well, we already worked it out. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. 2 add 2 add 2 add 2 add 2 add 2 equals 12. Or, as a multiplication, I'm going to rub this one out. 6 times, because I've got 6 monkeys, which is 6 groups of 2, 6 sets of 2 equals 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. The exact same number. Okay? Because adding the same number repeatedly over and over again is the same as multiplying, okay? And they've got the exact same thing as we did. Okay, next one. Okay. Sam had 3 puppies. Each puppy had 2 toys. So 2 add his 2 add his 2 equals, fix that. 2 add 2 add 2 equals 2, 4, 6. Or as a multiplication, I'll show you because they've written it. Let's go back one. 3 times 2 equals 6 because I've got 1 group, 2 groups, 3 groups. That can get quite tricky. Now I just want to show you some of the questions, some of the types of questions you will be working on after watching this video. So let me escape. Okay. Let's use these as an example. So a duck has 2 legs. So as always, I always like to group. So I've got, don't worry, I will add some boxes on for you. So we have 2 add 2 equals 2, 4. Or, as a multiplication sentence, I have 2 ducks, and each of them has 2 legs. So 2 times 2 equals 2, 4. The exact same thing. So adding and multiplying, and I'm getting the same answer. Okay, let's try another one of those duck questions. So this time we have 3 ducks. So I have 3 groups of 2. So I know I'm going to jump up in 2. So I've got 2 add 2 add 2 equals, let's count them up quickly. I could count them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't need to. I can count in 2s. You can count in 2s. 2, 4, 6. Okay, 2, 4, 6. 2 add 2 add 2 equals 6. Or, as a multiplication sentence, we need to work out how many groups we've got. So we've got 1 group, 2 groups, 3 groups, times each group has how many in it? Yes, each group has 2. 3 times 2 equals 2, 4, 6. Same answer, okay? And I'm going to do one more of those. But I'm actually not. I'm going to do one over here with a different question. And you can carry on with the duck questions yourself. The key here is concentrating and really taking your time. What it's asking you isn't that difficult. You just need to do it very slowly. Okay, so got an example here. We have 2 add 2 add 2 add 2 add 2 equals 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. And then we have our multiplication. 1 group, 2 groups, 3 groups, 4 groups, 5 groups. 5 groups of 5 times 2 equals 10. So we get the same answer. Let's try a question where it's not in 2s. Because it's not always going to be in 2s. It could be in various things. Let's go for these hands, okay? So we have, I'll do it up here. So I've got 5, add 5, add 5, add 5, add 5, add 5, add 5. It's very easy to lose track. So what I should have done first was group them. 1 group, 2 groups, 3 groups, 4 groups, 5 groups, 6 groups, 7 groups. So because I have 7 groups of 5, I should have 7 5s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That was lucky. 7 groups of 5 is 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. And then as a multiplication sentence, I'm going to see how many groups I've got. So I've got 7 groups, 7 hands. Each hand has 5 fingers. 7 sets of 5 is 35. So have a go at those today. Do not worry if you find them tricky. Just take your time. You might even want to get some equipment out to practice. If you're finding it a struggle, do not worry too much, because we will be coming back to this later on in year 1. We've got plenty of time at the end if you want to go over everything again. Sometimes it can be hard to get things first time around. Thanks for listening, and